Gonna try to make some calls, and it's Saturday, just because during the week wasn't the most productive. So no guilt, we're just making up for some of that time. We're gonna do some circle prospecting. The goal is to make at least 100 call attempts, get 22 or 20 connections voice to voice, just someone answering the phone, seeing if they are an actual lead that shows some interest or just openness to the conversation. So coming from a non-expert beginning in all this, one thing I do know is that it's a numbers game. So from 100 calls to at least one appointment. Now obviously on a good day we might set more than one appointment with a less amount of calls. It just depends on the day. And whatever works for you, but you just kind of have to experiment what times are better in the current market around the holidays. It's just gonna be different every day. So you just want to track your calls and your sessions just so you can compare. But I'm not going to go so into that. I just got to get into calls right now. I'm procrastinating into getting my calls, so I'm going to jump into my script practice. Okay, let's get into it.
Hello.
Hi, it's Ellie Mae with Real Broker. Am I speaking to the owner of a...
I am not interested in selling.
Okay. I am just calling the neighbors to just inform them of a house that's being sold in their area. Are you familiar with...
Yeah, I'm right next door.
Yeah. Like I said, I was just reaching out directly to all the neighbors to inform them. I'm not asking about if you're going to sell your home, more that if you would happen to know anyone that's interested in moving to the area.
Nope.
Okay, well, I do appreciate your time. Have a wonderful day. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, it's Ellie Mae with Real Broker. Am I speaking to the owner of...
How can I help you?
Yes, ma'am. I'm a local realtor. I don't want to take much of your time. Just giving you a quick call. Today, I just have a home listed office. Only asking if you know anyone that might want to move to the area.
No, ma'am, I don't.
Okay, well, I do appreciate your time thinking about that. I do find that owners near homes for sale are often curious with their home value. Would it be okay if I sent you a free comparative market analysis of your property?
No, thank you.
Okay, well, again, thank you so much for your time. Have a wonderful day. So all of these calls, like I said, it's a numbers game. And for me, I find success in all these calls just to break the ice, get more comfortable into making calls.
Hello?
Hi, good morning. It's Ellie Mae
Hello?
with Real Broker. Am I speaking to the owner of...
This is she.
Hi, I am a local realtor, and I don't want to take too much of your time, and I'm not asking about if you're going to sell your home.
I'm
No.
not interested. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Like I said, all of this is practice to
Your
get
call has been forwarded to
comfortable
voicemail. The person you're trying to reach...
with making calls, having conversation, introducing yourself, sharpening your skills. But it is very uncomfortable. And it
Your
does
call has been
help
forwarded to
you
voicemail. The person...
build tough skin. Hi, it's Ellie Mae with Real Broker. Am I speaking to the owner of...
How can I help you?
Thank you. I'm a local realtor, and I don't want to take too much of your time, and I'm not asking about, we're not showing interest in areas in the area. So my question for you is, who do you know?
I actually have a family member, but I too am also in real estate. I'm in commercial though.
Oh,
I
good.
have plenty of friends and close family in real estate. And actually our neighbor right next door to this house is also a realtor, and our neighbor across the street actually got our house listed for sale.
Oh, well, that's...
And the lady that just sold... Yeah, I'm in real estate myself. My husband does construction.
Oh, good.
We know plenty of people, but we have people that we work with as well.
Yeah. Well, then, like I said, I'm just more helping out my seller, the client, or trying to find a buyer for him. So, but that is good to know that there's probably some good eyes in the area.
Yes, no, we have a bunch of them, and that's how I have all the lady that she's not offering every home with the real estate in the community. And every time I get these calls, it's usually a recording.
Oh. Oh.
So it's rare that I get an actual realtor like yourself that's actually on the phone where I'm so.
Okay, well, I think this was a pleasant conversation. I appreciate your time. Thank you. So you just never know what kind of conversations you're gonna stumble across. So yeah, like I said, it's a numbers game. You never know who's gonna be on the other line. And this is all to sharpen your skills in conversation. And if you happen to get real good at it and get listings, then obviously that's the big win. But I still think it's a win-win in making calls and being proactive in building your business, having a little more control. Because you could pay for leads or you can do a little footwork. And I've been there where I've paid for leads and it was very expensive. There was good return when there was a great market. However, I'm at a place where I'd like to keep my overhead down, and I can accept that, you know, work is involved. So if the work entails me making calls in the comfort of my home and office, I don't mind giving it a shot. Again. But I mean, my nerves are definitely chilling out a little bit more. Once you get over the jitters of making calls, then you just sit and wait and have some conversation. And what I like to do as, you know, follow up or action after these calls, aside from making sure that any of the connections, positive conversations are inputted into my CRM, which right now I'm using Lofty. I'll also look at the voice-to-voice connections I've made, whether they're leads or not, and I will try to send a handwritten letter just thanking them for taking the call with me. It gives me an opportunity to thank them, give them a tangible letter, and include my business card. Hi, it's Ellie Mae with Real Broker. Am I speaking to the owner?
Yes, you are.
Great. Well, I am a local realtor, and I don't want to take too much of your time. I'm not trying to sell your house. I'm just doing a quick call to neighbors like yourself. You have a home listed off of Timber.
No, I'm not interested in that right now.
So my main thing with doing all this is just to develop a consistent habit of taking action. That includes a lot of other activities, right? So reaching out to your sphere of influence, calling them, doing open houses, having showings, and making prospecting calls. So this probably takes like an hour of my day. I could boost it up, which I should eventually.
Your call has been forwarded.
So now you can at least see why we're trying to make at least 100 call attempts. Right now we're at 34 because we've only had 4 actual pickups, answers. Yeah, making calls is not for the weak. Not glamorous. Not fun. However, I could see
forwarded to voicemail.
How someone could have fun with it. And I think,
please leave your message for 21.
But you just keep on pushing. It's undeniable that the majority of the top producers, top listing agents, they do their calls. There are the ones that, you know, are more of the realtor influencers, social media content creator type agents that, you know, they do get their clients that way. However, for me, like I said, in my lifestyle, I don't want to be out and about using my time to make content as opposed to making calls from the comfort of my home consistently. And it is more of a direct way of prospecting.
The person you were trying to reach has a voice.
And don't get me wrong, I do think it's important to post real estate content and be, you know, reasonably active on social media platforms. I've just realized that it's a good way to stay connected with your sphere of influence, obviously. I just don't want to be pouring all my time and energy into that single, you know, form of lead generation. So in that case, you know, like I said, you develop tough skin, no sweat if they either hang up or aren't interested or cut you off in the beginning. You have hundreds of calls, thousands really, once you start getting into FSBOs, expireds. So you don't want to get hung up on the few and even the several that might hang up and cut you off.
To an automatic voice message
It is
system.
a numbers game. And today, once I do hit my 100 attempts, even if I don't get 20 to pick up the phone or set up an appointment, I'm still going to give myself a pat on the back and continue on my next work day, doing the same thing, doing the hard stuff, doing the not so glamorous stuff, because just statistically, you know, you're bound to get something. And I'd rather consistently put in an hour or 2 hours of my workday into doing these. And today, being Saturday, the kids are home and all of that, I am going to cut myself off after the 100 attempts, which will take me within this hour to complete. Again, it's a numbers game. Again, it's a numbers game. Again, it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game.
It's a numbers game.
And you have to know which ones you want to pursue and which ones you just want to let go and just move on from. So I do appreciate when someone's kind and can take a conversation, and I also know that if they're not interested, I just move on.
Who's calling?
Hi, my name is Ellen Broker. I'm not trying to take much of your time or ask you to sell your home. All I'm doing is calling neighbors like yourself to inform them about the home for sale off the timber buyer. And do you know anyone that is interested in moving to the area or buying or selling
No.
this year?
No.
Okay, well,
No.
thank you so much for your time. Have a wonderful day.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. Bye-bye. You can tell she was just ready to go. But again, we have to respect these people's calls. The fact that they even answer your random number
Call has
is a
been
good
forwarded
thing.
to voicemail.
So as you can see with my scripts here, like I said, just to break the ice or so I don't get caught off guard, I'll refer to it. But after you get into the conversation, it should flow naturally, and it's kind of, it'll go off in its own direction.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
And this will still help you get back on track. The other thing that you would think is a good thing is when you're on the phone with a person so long and it just keeps going on and it's like they're controlling the conversation. Hi, it's Ellie Mae with Real Broker. Am I speaking to the owner of...
No, we don't own this house. Please don't call me again. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah, you move on. Like I said, you go through all of those good calls, not so good calls, getting hung up on. Some of them, like, I've ended up praying with them over the phone. Like, so you just never know. Sometimes you'll get on a phone call and it will drag on. Whether it's good or bad, you do want to make sure that you are mindful of your own time, that you don't want to have a 40-minute conversation with one lead that if you don't think it's getting anywhere or if they're not open to it. So know your goals, know kind of your anchor points, your main questions, your goal of setting an appointment or making that connection. You don't want to spend too much time convincing someone, convincing them of something they're really not interested in. You can kind of gauge and tell those that really do need help or really do need more information, or if they're open to even just being kind. So like I said, if someone's rude, you're not that's not your client. That's not a client you're going to want to have. Hi, it's Ellie Mae with Real Broker. Am I speaking to the owner of 8? I'm a local realtor, and I don't want to take too much of your time. I'm not trying to ask you to sell your home. I'm just giving you a call because I do have a home on timber buyer for sale, and we've got some interest in the area. So my question is just, who do you know that might be interested in moving to the area or selling my house this year?
I don't know anybody right now. Economy is not as good as it was.
You're not the first to say that, and I do appreciate you thinking about that. I also do find that owners near homes for sale are curious about how their home compares to the one for sale. Would it be okay if I sent you a free comparative market analysis of your property?
Yeah, sure.
Great. And what was your name? Thank you so much for your time. So it's okay to, don't harass people. Like I said, if they don't want to be bothered, move on. overall, it's not just about getting a bunch of clients. It's about connecting with those that are cooperative, that you want to work with. Like, you should have standards as a business owner, as a realtor, with those who you want to work with. You want to offer your services, you want to solve problems. However, some people don't want your help, and that's okay.
Sorry, you have reached
You present the information.
I'm not available to take.
And then you move on. And that's something, I tell myself all the time, is like, you're not going to be the perfect match for everyone. But then when you are a good match, your job's a lot more enjoyable. We're going on our 80th call.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is...
Lots of voicemails. Actually, I love how this gives me all these tracking numbers, right? So we've hit 80 calls right now. 42 of them have been voicemails. We've made 7 voice-to-voice connections. 2 of them I would consider leads. And
voicemail.
13 more connections that we need to make to hit our goal. Am I speaking to the owner of a...
No, I actually moved from that address. I actually left that neighborhood to get closer to my work. So I just bought a house recently.
Okay, well, congratulations. So I feel okay with that call, just because anyone that's willing to have conversation with you after, you call them out of the blue, I think is success.
At the moment, I don't.
Oh.
You know what I mean? But no, I don't know anybody at the moment. No.
Okay, well, I do appreciate your time and thinking about that.
No, I'm okay. I appreciate it.
Hi, it's Ellie Mae with Real Broker. Am I speaking to the owner of a...
Yes, ma'am.
Great. I am a local realtor. And I don't think I'm not asking you to house. I'm just doing a call to see if you might know someone that's trying to move to the area. Or anyone that's...
Cool.
Yeah. Did you know anyone that was interested in moving to the neighborhood?
I mean, I have a few people. I've been kind of talking my brother into buying a home, but he's a little hesitant. But if you can forward me the info, I'm actually going to see him tonight. We're hosting a party here at my house, and he'll be attending. So, yeah, I'll check it out for him. He's kind of doesn't like to do things, so I can do all the research for him. See what it looks like.
Well, you seem like a very nice brother. What was your name?
My name's Andres.
Andres. Okay. What were you saying?
I'm the responsible younger brother. That's
of course, there's got to be one of those.
My older brother.
Yes. Okay, Andres. Well, my name...
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Ellie Mae, and after this call, I'm just going to text you my business card, just so you have it. And like I said, if you have that conversation with your brother, and if he's open, to me to help him, that would be great.
Do you have any photos of the home that I could show him, or?
Yeah, I can send you a link to that house. It's the one off of...
Yeah, the one you called about, like the one that's kind of in the area. That way I can kind of show him tonight and, maybe talk him into it.
Cool. Yeah, well, I'll send you the link to that as well as my business card. I'll just text that information to you.
Okay.
And then I'm happy, to connect with you and to help you or your brother out.
Awesome. Sounds good. Thank you so much for the phone call. I'm not going to lie. I almost didn't pick up the second phone call.
Of course, yeah.
I'm glad.
I get that a lot.
Everybody's like, do you want to sell your...
No.
House? Like, no, the way interest rates are right now, I do not want
Yeah, I don't blame you. I totally get it. But like I said, some people, they just want to be informed about what's in their neighborhood because like you, they have like a friend or a family that wants to live closer to them.
Yeah. No, for sure. I think that was a really good idea. So I look forward to seeing those pictures and hopefully talking to you soon.
Cool, Andres. We'll have a wonderful day and we'll keep in touch, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Bye. How sweet was that little conversation? See, there are some pleasant people in the world. You can get some positive conversations that really boost your energy up, gives you a little bit more motivation. Okay. So that's a wrap